Hello there. All right. Solo space engineers. Just kind of had the urge tonight. Want to learn some new stuff. I was talking with Jethro on the weekend stream, and want to look at doing things like Build Vision and some of the other mods that I'd like to learn how to use. So here is a quick view of settings for anybody who wants to know. Maxed out speed for and space for streaming reasons. Turned on spiders and wolves. Not much else other than that in here. And then for the mods list, you can see what we have active. Something called Exploration Enhancement Mod, which is new to me. Many of these are. Sneaky sounds. That'll hopefully help as a stream, help from deafening you, poor devils. Automated. I'm trying, bud. Hang on. Is that. Hang on. Is that better? Has that changed? Okay, so it is this music you're talking about. All right, hang on. That's desktop audio. Let me roll that back a little bit for you. All right. I've got it at about half of what I usually have it at when I stream, Dylan, so you might want to check your speakers. Because that's about half what I usually have it at. So, mods-wise, and not mods as in Dolan, mods as in things that will change this game. The Exploration Enhancement mod, which overhauls the game some. Well, I don't know how or what. Sneaky sounds to quiet the tools so we don't deafen you. Inventory sorting. Build Vision, which I'm super interested in. HUD Compass, which I just love. Ore Detector, which will just all it does is improves the range of Ore Detector Plus. All it does is improve the range of ore detectors. And then the solar panels that I'm using in the playthrough on Sundays with Jethro because they're kind of cool. That's it for right now for mods. I showed you settings. Let's get caught up on fresh mods and let's see what happens. How is the Dolan? My favorite Dolan. To be honest, my favorite Dolan. Yeah, I was gonna play that too, but I've now played it twice and gotten 2 copyright strikes on it for just the game for the music that plays in game. So I'm fucking done with it for streaming. It won't ever be on my stream again. All right. Ooh. Pods I haven't seen before. What is this? These don't come from the new from the exploration mod. We have here difficulty hard, the little bird, hard, the abyss, hard, the minor, or spacesuit. You know what? Let's just start in the minor. It says hard, but I'm totally down with that. What do you think? Let's do it. Pop Tart, what's going on, buddy? How goes the lifestyle? Good to see you again. So we are starting in the minor, and we will probably learn to regret this, but boy, we'll certainly find out. Well, I hear thrusters. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What all do we have here? All right. So we have an ore summary on the right-hand monitor. Tells me what we're holding of everything. On the left side, we can see our batteries. Stored 2 megawatt hours out of 2. We're outputting a little bit. We're inputting nothing. Looks like we have both... okay. There we go. We have our drills. We have permanent drill on, which I don't like. I prefer buttons. Where's this camera? Right in front of us. Very cool. That looks like it might actually be some ore right there. Yep, that is absolutely some ore right there. Whoops. Let's get out of the camera. What else do we have? We've got an ore detector. Is that a jump drive? No. It's a beacon, okay. Beacon and then an antenna, cool. We got a couple of panels. We got a survival kit, that's cool. Alright, let's get started. This says hard start, so I have no idea what that's going to mean for getting things going. Ooh, boy, that was a little time skip there. Frames, who needs them, right? There's absolutely something here, I saw it. What are our engines? There it is, there's what I saw. Control panel, let's take a look at our ore detector. Range, let's max that bad boy. Pro tip. Oh, that's what I need. I need a pro tip from you, man. Nickel and cobalt in this rock. Looks like cobalt's on the backside. What do we got over there? More cobalt. Alright, let's grab some nickel into... Whoa. Stop. That's a floating rock in front of the other rock. Alright. Way to trick me, game. Alright. Let's mine up some nickel and get it into the... Let's get a little bit of nickel in and see if it goes to our... Okay, we've got a little bit of nickel now. Alright, let's back out. I don't let's mark it. /GPS asteroid nickel. And now let's take a look and see. We have nickel in a cargo container, but it will not go into a survival kit. Alright, so we're gonna have to start with some stone, because we need to start getting iron and stuff like that in the survival kit. Looks like we could use a freaking light. You know what? Here. That is our ship right there, guys. First time I've ever seen it. First time you've seen it. Now we've both seen it. There you go. So we've got a connector underneath. It's like 2 small access ports on the back. Is that what that is? Yep. Oh, ejectors. Nice. Some lights. Looks like ions. Yep. Ion thrust. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. He mounted the monitors on the out. They don't come with the cockpit. They're external. Oh, there's a light there. All right. We just got to find it in the control panel and put it on our bar. All right. So... there's our cargo container. Why is that not connecting over to our... Survival kit. That should absolutely go to the survival kit. Production. Always have it processing all the stone it can find. Pop-Tart, it is so good to see you, bud. All right, so we've had a first glance at this bad boy. Let's see if we can't find that light real quick. Spotlight, spotlight, spotlight. Show to me the lights. Oh, there we go. Let's get some more stone going. This is Minecraft. It's like a much more realistic Minecraft, bud. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You can even start on a planet. I just didn't want to. I wanted to start in space. Alright. So now we have... This camera front. Where's camera rear? Alright, there's camera rear. And then let's put camera docking over here. Alright. Alright, so let's use camera rear and make sure we're not going to run ourselves into trouble backing up here. We're not. Excellent. Okay, so we are currently processing stone into other things. How do I know? Right here. So that's giving us iron, nickel, silicon, and gravel. And we've got nickel here, we just can't do anything with it yet. Nickel requires a better refinery than we currently have on board. Wait. That's more nickel down there. I just saw that. And cobalt. Alright. Let's find us another asteroid. So this one is... I should tag the cobalt as well. Slash GPS asteroid cobalt. Now I know where we have cobalt if we need it. And let's find... another nearby rock to go investigate. I'm going to go further out rather than closer in towards gravity because gravity is dangerous. So what I've just done, Pop-Tart, is the space engineer's equivalent of punching trees, bud. I've started collecting stone to process down into component elements that we can use to do other things. Dolan has enough channel points again. Okay, so we've got all kinds of mods in here right now, so this is going to get interesting. Well, not all kinds. I've got like 7 mods. I'm sure other people play with hundreds. Alright. First rule, do not ever go directly towards a asteroid. You will not like the results. I could have turned off the ore detector and saved a little energy. Whoops. Thrusters. Dampeners. I want to see what we got here. Silicon and nickel. Alright, I can make that work. Slash GPS asteroid SIN. Whoops. Darn it. Missed a shift. Shut up. I'm not obsessive, you are. So that's silicon. Get back in the ship here. How are we doing? We still got plenty of stone. No, we have no stone. Really? We finished all that stone already? No, but we finished all we can do. I see an unknown signal. So, dear ship, please wait here. Turn on the beacon. We're going to jump out, and we're going to go after this unknown signal. Sludge set! What's going on, man? Welcome. Thank you for the support. Yep, we have punched our first trees. I gotta turn down the sensitivity of my mouse. It got way too high again. It's still high, but... Whoops. Instead of just raw burning, pay attention. Burn, turn off the dampeners, and let Isaac Newton play. Nice. I am just... This is the first time I've ever added build vision to a game. I've got a couple hundred hours in the game. I was looking at chat. That was stupid. I've got plenty of hours. I've never played with mods, really. So that's kind of the exciting part for this playthrough, is we're going to have mods. I've always played vanilla. Ooh, power kits, med kits, and computers, all to start with? Life is good. Yeah, I've added build vision. That's the first one, and then I added the exploration mod. It's in the... If you roll back to the start of the stream, I showed the mods list. There's the battery. Shame we're not going to get any of those. There's the cargo container. We've already emptied that. And there is the parachute canvas I want. There we go. Alright. And there's the miner. Let's go. That looks like the Earth-like to me. I want to come back and look at that rock. It looks like we passed off-axis. I've never used build vision. I'm really excited to use that. And a whole new kind of respawn ship for me. This is going to be interesting to learn to live with, too. I think it came with the new, that's the one I wanted to check out. I think it came with the new exploration enhancement mod. All I know is it desperately needs more thrust. It takes a good while coming up to speed. Gonna have to do something reasonably soon about at least starting down the Solar's path to get some energy back into this ship. Maybe a hydrogen generator or hydrogen engine, depends on what we can find that's close, that size-wise won't cause us too much trouble to add. I don't want to add solars to a miner, unless I add them flat. If there's room on the top or the bottom or both for flat. Alrighty. Modded weapons and shields. I might take a look at it. Initially, I'm just going to try and avoid combat. I have nothing to work with here. I have a starting ship with no weaponry whatsoever. I'm really, really liking those LCDs on this thing. Right. Couple laser pointers, maybe. Alright, let's grab up some more rock, since that's all our survival kit's actually any good at this point. Man, my sense of perspective is way off tonight. This is one tiny ship with 29, well, with 39, 46,000 on it. There's only 71,000 weight, so it weighs like 25 or 26,000 kilos total. Is that iron? Ice! Ice! Let's go grab some of that. I'm a huge fan of continuing to breathe. And ice makes that so much easier. Looks like it was around this side. Okay. There's that ice I saw. Sure like one of these early rocks to have a source of iron. I mean, other than grinding my way through stone. It's not a terrible way to work, but it's not my favorite by any stretch. Is that on the outside edge, or is that in here? Looks like it's on maybe on the outside edge of this rock. Yep, inside that little cave. Or little cave, dude. Somebody hollowed that bad boy. That's one of the reasons I like it, Pop-Tart. It's like Subnautica. There's building and trying to survive in an environment that basically wants you dead. Alright, let's grab a little bit of ice. Not too much, but enough to get us going. There we go. We just went from 490 ice to 5,500. That's good enough. /GPS asteroid ice. Beautiful. $8,000 ice now. How are we looking on? We've got enough iron to at least start building a base somewhere. Might not be a terrible idea. It's almost certainly not a good idea because I'm thinking of it, but might not be terrible. Alright, let's go check this rock over here. And then maybe like that one or that one. See if we can't find a source of iron and build close to it, because we're going to use iron. And I mean, we're going to use iron. Love those LCDs. I really do. That's civilian. Hopefully that won't mean war. Yes, absolutely. You should check out when I did that at the end of yesterday's stream, Pop-Tart. I was trying to not hit the planet at all, but my engines were not adequate to the task, and gravity had more power. And I got a fast trip back to my respawn. Okay, what do we have there? Uranium? Oh-ho! Happy days are here again. Uranium, boys and girls, uranium! I think we may have just found where our base is going to go. Slash GPS asteroid U. Knowing where that is a game changer once we're ready to build a reactor. Silver, nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I have lawn darted a lot of ships in my many, many hours in this game, Pop Tart. Oh god, I keep forgetting you're too young to know what a lawn dart is. What am I gonna do? Whoops. There we go. Boy, that is a tiny silver deposit. But better that than none, I suppose. Slash GPS asteroid. Silver. And there's more nickel over here. Still no iron. If Jethro was watching right now, he would laugh his head off. Fending can't find iron. Were they in a meme you saw once? Boy, just a lot of nickel over here. Look at the size of that deposit in there. And up there. And out here. Okay. Slash GPS asteroid nickel. I really hope that we're not about to have the world's shortest game. But just in case... let's get down here. Johnny Generic Rifle. He's continuing to get closer. I'm just happy you did research, bud. Alright, let's go out there in the suit. I mean, if he's going to attack, he's going to attack. At this point, there's nothing we can do about it. We're not going to... He's well inside shooting me in the head range, if that's what he wants to do. So let's give him a smaller target and go out and look. I think he's willing to leave us alone here. He's smoking. Alright. Yeah, he's definitely a little beat up here. Boy, if this wouldn't cause trouble, I'd attack this. I could use those resources. That's actually a nice looking ship. It's nicer than mine. I mean, it needs repairs badly, badly. It's got Atmo thrusters, ions, which I just got cooked by. So it's actually capable of land, looks like it should be capable of both landing and takeoff. I kind of like the design. Boy, it's tempting. It's got solars. I mean, they're crap solars, but they're solars. That's a large Atmo, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. I just can't afford to start a war, because I ain't going to win it. Somewhere out here I left my ship. It was by one of the nickel asteroids. I mean, if I have to go back and find it, we weren't too far from one of the nickel asteroids. I want to say, yep, there it is, I think. Yeah, M3 minor. There she is. Ooh, big rock over there we can go look at. I just don't want to start a fight, Pop-Tart, with an entire faction until I know who's who and who has what around here. And if my meeting with the civilian faction is, killing a pilot and stealing their materials, we're not going to start off on friendly terms. Wow, we've burned 2 hours of power already. We're going to have to do something. Whoops. Alright, where's the sun? Directly behind us. Okay. Looks like nothing too important on the top. We can't really block the bottom. Looks like we might be able to get a solar or two across the top. And there's another civilian over there. There's that rock we were aiming at. Let's keep an eye on it. Alright, we are floating in space. Hopefully this ship is not going to vanish on us while we do it. Alright, I need some steel plate. Production. Give me some steel plate. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do to get this thing started with a solar. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Don't hit that. Don't hit that. Dampeners on. Dampeners on. Boy, I got a lot closer to that than I intended to. Alright, let's turn her. Roller so that the part of the ship we are putting a solar on is the part that's facing the sun. Look at me being a genius. Hopefully that is accessible from somewhere. Oh, it is. I can always get to it through the... I can always get to the... Well, you know what? We'll just build it back here. Let's do that. Numero 8. Oh, you do not like this at all, do you? Alright, we're going to need to build up a little bit. Build that up. Now let's see if we can put the solar on that. Yep. Alright, now let's... Whoops. Yeah, I would like to put it... That way. Just like that. Oh! Boy, I hope those ion smalls don't burn up that high, or we're about to waste a solar panel. Alright. If the exhaust on those ions come up far enough, we are in trouble. What do we need here? 4 girders, 8 cells, and a bulletproof glass. So production, girders, cells, and I can't make glass in this, so I don't care. Alright, so let's grab the girders and cells. Oh, I can't grab them in here. Alright, so we currently show 13 hours of power until we go cold, dark, and deceased. Let's come back here. Oh, I gotta go get the stuff out of the... Where the heck is my survival? Where'd you put this? There it is. Alright, up here and here. Alright, we have a functional solar panel. We do not have the bulletproof glass on it we would love to have, but, you know, hey, that's a thing we'll figure out later. And now we go from 13 hours to 18 hours, so that helps a lot. 19 hours if we angle this direction. Let's leave it there. Let's shoot out to the unknown signal, scavenge it down for the parts. Civilian exploration and civilian SC1 something else. Let's go out here to the unknown signal and see what they wanted to leave us. Presents? Did they bring us presents? Yeah, our dampeners are locked to it, so it shouldn't be able to lose us even if it has a thruster. We did not find any special items. Small battery, parachute hatch. Means there's a... There we go. Credits. And we'll take canvas out of the parachute hatch. And... Asteroid. Mine rescue pod. This direction. Looks like this big bad asteroid here is the one we were coming to search. See anything sitting on the surface, but that doesn't mean anything. We have an ore detector. Let's look at our batteries. Depleted in 19 hours. Okay. Confirmed, one solar ain't gonna get the job done. Not terribly surprising. Get in here and see if there's anything valuable on this rock. Ore detector is on. That's what I wanted to see. Seeing anything big in there yet, and nothing's coming up. You know what? Factions, civilians, accept peace. Oh, I need to create my own faction yet. Hang on. Okay, I cannot propose peace. Okay, they're automatically peaceful. Let's see how long that lasts. Grab some more rock here real quick. Get our survival kit, making us some more resources. Well, that beat the absolute socks off of hand mining, let me tell you. For anything that might even pretend to be an ore, though. Really like some iron. This is a big enough rock. I might make a nice base to work from. No, because if you look here, they're inside the outside radius of the drills. So the drills hit out here, but the screens are inside. Super genius idea. Whoever designed this ship was way better at ship design than I've ever been. I'm kind of crap compared to that. You know what? Hang on. F. Turn on my suit lights, and there. Now we can use the lights from my suit. Using the lights from my suit as kind of ship lights through the cockpit. Big brain. That's a 5,000 IQ play right there, right? Turning on your lights. Plainly, I am a genius. Why more people don't recognize it, I'll never know. Why is this one white while the others are red? I don't know what that means. It's civilian. Whoa, that one's not. That's a space pirate. But he's 15 kilometers away. Shouldn't be a problem yet. That shouldn't with a positively massive shouldn't. Hello, little dark patch. You kind of look like you could have been uranium, but you're not. Alright, how are we looking in inventory here? 5,000 iron now. We're getting better. Right? I would love to tell you how wrong you are, but I really can't. Alright, where's the sun? Directly overhead. Alrighty. So if I come down here, you know what? Let's give ourselves a little something to work with here. Let's rotate to the direction I want to face. All right. Production. Let's get a couple hundred. Nah. Let's get 100 steel plate. No. Let's get 50 steel plate. Unknown signal. Here. No! Don't hit that. Dampeners, go! Alright. Let's go right here and just go /GPS base alpha. And now let's go into our GPSs and go base alpha, turn it to a faster, easier to see color, set it to always visible. Perfect. That'll make that way easier to find to come back. Ice Fire, hi! Ice Fire, meet Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart, meet Ice Fire. Dolan is probably still lurking here somewhere, but he's off playing Viking games. Alright, that's almost apogee, and we'll take it. Burn in on it. Dampeners are locked. Check the inventory. Yay! An enhanced grinder. So we're going to go right now, right away, to character tools, grab that enhanced grinder, and put it in the place of our regular grinder on our toolbar. Nice. How is the mighty descendant? Are they continuing to work out tactics on the new raid? Free resources are free. Perfect. And now back to what might be about to become a base. Or at least the beginnings of one. This ship is too small for us to long-term in. So we're going to have to build something at least to give us a start to work from. All right, so let's start from up here, the highest point we possibly can. Like here. Okay. Why? Why can I not place an armor block? What are we doing here, game? Alright, let's try this. Can I place a large armor block here? Yes, I can. Alright. You know what? Let's go up to the very highest point. That's going to be close enough for me. Let's get our rotation vaguely flat. And we're building. That's it. We have a base in progress. Nice. That's huge. We're not going to weld anything up right now. We're just going to kind of be getting some things started that we need to move forward. And a little bit of space is cheap. So we're going to expand our border. Yeah, I can't quite 9x9 it. Well, I probably could. I'm actually probably pretty close at this point. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7 by 7. Dolan, just for you, should we make it a 9x9? Dolan's been with us on Minecraft often enough. He loves it when Finian makes a nice 9x9. There you go, Dolan. Welcome to a 9x9. All right, now we're going to run over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did guess where I was on that. Oh, I've used up all my steel block. All right, let's take the respawn pod a little closer. Here's the thingy we're building. Thingy. Seriously? There it is. If you can't build a 9x9, I just don't know why you're even playing, you know? Ah! She was starting to get a little squirrely there, Dan. Alright. Grab those. Build this out on the spine a little bit further. And now up a little bit. Actually, you know what? What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Let's go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right, so here's the plan. Step 1, more power. So that is another solar power block. Solar. Okay, so that's... No, actually, we want large grid solar. Okay, that is... Let's start with 4 plate. 4 plate, 14 components. So, 4 plate, 14 components. You know what? Let's just go over here and start building that sucker. And we'll come back and get what we need. How's that? No, not that. Wind turbines aren't going to do much up here. Let's get what we need here. Okay, so we need 6 girders and 30 solar cells to make this first one. Do we have any girders? You know what? Let's put away what we do have here. All right. Let's see. Do we have girders? We do not. Okay, so production. We need 32 solar cells. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And we needed 6 girders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting this large solar started while there's sunlight facing this bit of the rock will be a smart choice. A less stupid choice. Let's do it that way. All right, we have working solar. Come on, get better than that. Come on, get better than that. Okay, 3. 3 is functional, but not great. All right, so that'll be fine. We'll start with that. Now we need a battery, because we got to store that electricity. Seriously? Battery, who's got the battery? Alright, what do I need to unlock for a battery? I need to make a basic assembler first. That is just annoyingly stupid. Alright, so let's come down in here, and the basic assembler I'm going to want over here. I need steel plate. Actually, you know what? Here. No. Alright. So give me my build planner. Let me get a basic assembler. Thunk. Let's get what we can out of it while it's building the rest. The basic assembler build, once it's finished, is going to be what lets us create a battery, and that's a big step. display and 25 more computers. Come on, let's get those plates built, buddy. There we go. All right, we have a full basic assembler. So now we should be able to do, yes, a battery. Add that to the build planner. No, just one for now. There we go. And I'm going to want a battery. I'm going to want lots of them, but for now, let's slip underneath here where it'll be a little more protected in case somebody else swings by with unfriendly motives. It could not be placed into production. What couldn't be placed into production? Oh, the power cells. Do everything else. And I will just grab some, whoops. Let's grab some iron, some nickel, some silicon, and go over here to the assembler and see if we can get it to do what we need. We need how many power cells? I think it's 80. It is 80. All right, I don't even know if that's going to be enough, but we're going to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like it should be enough of everything. Except, apparently, power. Productivity 100. Oh, good lord. It needs 280 kilowatts. We are currently outputting 1 kilowatt. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. Pop-Tart with the F in chat. Why are we only outputting 1 kilowatt? That is ridiculous. What do you mean you can't put solars into production? Oh, it's the glass. We're getting 3 dots, man. We ought to be having enough power to run a basic assembler. There's no way this is only outputting 1 kilowatt on 3 dots. It's just not, it's not possible. Something is wrong. Not possible.
Energy low.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Let's Kind of exactly the opposite of what we're shooting for here. All right, that one's ready. Got to get back in the cockpit, recharge our suit off the cockpit a little bit. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Those solars absolutely should be making more power than that, though. I literally am not sure what I'm going to do if they aren't. All right, we have 3 functional solar panels that are now drawing 2 because the sun is moving. Why are we doing this? There's just no way this isn't working. Output 334 watts. You're out of your mind. Hydrogen engine? Can I pull that off? I don't even know it yet. All right. Elon would be proud of me, wouldn't he? I need an O2H2 generator first. Do I have one on the ship I can grind and fix? I've got to have one on here somewhere. O2H2 generator, where would you be if you were on here? There's my survival kit. It's got to be right in here. Do I not have one? That can't be a thing. Who goes into space without an O2H2 generator? Gotta have one. It's gotta be on here somewhere. A gas generator. What the hell is that? Type O2H2 generator. All right. Show on HUD. You must have antenna connected. I do have antenna connected. And now I have antenna turned on. Where is this bad boy? Up here? Beacon. Antenna. Where? I don't know what a gas block looks like is the problem. That's beacon. Cargo container. Ore detector. Cockpit. If I was going to put it in here, it would be around here somewhere. That's the ore detector. I'm tearing up my own ship looking for this block. Or blocks. I don't know the size. Oh, wait. That's the cockpit. But again, I would have the generator connected either at or near the cockpit. Where did he put this thing? I don't think this gas block is an actual thing. I think it's just something he's renamed. Gas generator right there. It's buried behind the cockpit. This is sadistic, man. I'm going to tear thrusters apart, and then I'll never be able to rebuild them. Make one of these small grid O2 gens. Put it on the outside. What am I? Well, that's not going to help. Oh, wait. That if I make that as an O2 generator, that might count and let me make a hydrogen engine after that. So let's try. That's that. There we go. And again, because I want the small block, please. I said the small block, please. 8, there we go. Right now, just get it on the ship at some place. I don't even care where. Mount it to the... There you go. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. You can't make steel tubes. Oh my god. This whole thing is going to collapse around my ears. This isn't making enough power to do what I need to do. And the other device can't make... Oops. Let's repair that real quick. Let me get that stuff out of there. Alright. Let's go back over to the quote-unquote ship. Let's grind that off now. We don't need it. Or we do need it, but not right now. Let's go back to doing an assembler. Okay, it's on. It's on. Okay, production. I needed 2 tubes. Game, you are not making me happy. Not enough power. Why aren't you feeding off the battery? Because that's a... Alright. Can I do a rotor? Yes. Can I build a rotor with what I have? Yes. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and we are gonna find it. You need to be able to go. This is a small grid ship that's a large grid block. So what I need to do is put this on here, weld it up. Okay, I need one small tube and we're good. Okay. Okay. Let's come down in here. Wait a minute. If I take that rotor part off. There we go. Now get in the cockpit. Go to my control panel. Find my rotor. We want to add a rotor head. Is it only small? Yep. Okay, so that means I need rotor. This is going to be iffy at best, but let's give it a shot. Rotor part, large. Damn, takes large steel tubes. Game. What are we doing here, buddy? How are we going to do this? Alright, we're going to grind this. Oops. Grab this stuff back out of here. Grind this down. Put it all in storage. Nothing here I absolutely couldn't live without, and we can come back this way. So let's go. We're burning. The problem is we're burning time. And I've only got so much energy left in the battery on this mining ship. So let's get over here. Let's get out into just open space where we should, hopefully, let's thrust up and out of the ecliptic a little bit. Let's get out where we're going to get the smallest shadows we can possibly get. Whoa, coaxial, hello there. Whoa, what a raid, what a host. Hello, folks. How the heck are you? You have come just in time to watch me struggling like a madman tonight. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Ah, space energies. I'm struggling more than usual here tonight, Oakscraft. I am having a lot of trouble discussing with space engineers what I mean when I say the words, I'd like my solars to generate more than 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt is bad news. Viper 1, salute right back to you. Everybody, Heaven's Host, Pocket Momo, iStream, Ustream, hello everybody. You know what? I'm thinking this, I got an update recently. I'm half wondering if I've got an update issue. I've never had this much trouble getting at least an initial solar up. Max is the important number. You're not wrong. But when it says it's only putting out one total, I'm like, that feels wrong. What Fenton is worse at than anything, rotation. There we go. No, yeah. That's good enough to start with. Let's just try this. I just want to see if I can get enough solar going. Here's my problem. I built solar, and I built a basic assembler, and I could not, with 3 solars, get a basic assembler and nothing else to run. Let's see, I'm going to need a panel here, aren't I? I tried to do a rotor trick. Right. But I can't build a battery, Oakscraft. That's the problem. I can't build a battery unless I've got the basic assembler up, because a survival kit can't do power pieces. So I'm kind of chicken and egg at the moment. This is the problem. I need a component, a computer, and a display. Do I not have any computers built? Of course I have some computers built. Yeah, I have to have the basic assembler before I can get anywhere. And that's what's getting me here, guys. So, you are genuinely watching me go, hey, this is going to be unpleasant. Alright, let's go to info. Let's call this, base beta. And convert to station. Now, hopefully, and you want weird. You guys are Space Engineers fans, right? I ran into the weirdest scenario yesterday. I moved a voxel, an asteroid, with my suit thrusters. I've never seen that happen before. I've never done it. Now, this should not move. I feel like it's moving. Pocket Momo, thank you so much. Agent 495137, Coaxial. Hey, Coaxial, thank you so much for the raid, bud. Thank you for giving me the chance to talk to some of these nice people. Is that a Kai Cuz to you? Oakscraft, thank you so much. You people are blowing it up. Viper1, thank you. Alright, so let's go somewhere. Let's start building some solars here. Because if we don't start getting some power in, this is going to be the world's shortest playthrough. Not even kidding. I was probably drunk when I did it, Momo. What's it say? Probably drunk old man plays video games badly, something like that. Trust me, hang out here long enough, you'll believe me. Alright. Buildy. Come on, weldy. Yeah, bulletproof glass is a thing we just don't have right now, and we don't care. Yep, I just came from an asteroid. I was building there, but unfortunately the rotation of the sun was making it hard to keep enough solar coming in. So I decided, look, I'm in a bit of a time crunch. You can see over there where base alpha is, 5 kilometers that direction. I decided I needed more solar than I could get there, and this ship is going to run out of power sooner rather than later. So my thought became, hey, I'm going to go where there is power and try this again. Basic assembler, I'll take one of those, please. Okay, well, then build them. Thank you. Oh no, the building in space is always tough. Always tough, but it's where I usually start. Alright, we're not even going to get tricky here. We can expand and fix as we need to. Alright, I will say I'm going to rotate that, because... Let's put it down here. Nope, let's put it here. And you all know why, because the basic refinery is going to have to go in front of it. I know better than to think you guys don't know. Alright, we got a basic assembler. Okay, our basic assembler, max required input 280 kilowatts. Required input is 1 kilowatt. Do we agree? Do we agree that says 1 kilowatt? Now if we come here, this is at max outputting 144, 143, 143. I should be able to run this thing all day long, right? Am I out of my mind? Somebody? Anybody? Bueller. Alright, I'm going to grab some iron, some nickel, and some silicon. I'm going to come over here to the assembler. And I'm going to dump them in here. Thanks, Descendant. Love you. I am always out of my mind. You are not wrong. Alright, look at that. My mod's even on top of it tonight. Dolan, you are the man. Alright, so... Alright. There's iron in there. There's silicon in there. There's nickel in there. There's no reason I can't make a battery. So G, let's clear this out. Clear that out. Let's grab us a battery. Large grid battery. Put it in our build planner and put it down there. We're going to say, I want you to build that. All components successfully put to production. Okay, that's a good sign. But if I go into production, it's actually making things. It wasn't making things last time. When we did this over there, I was not getting enough power to do this part. I could not agree with you more. I've been spending the last I don't know, hour trying to figure out in my head how it's not working the way it's supposed to work. No, it's got it, bud. It's building it for me right now. That's not a problem. Whoa, Descendant with the chair. How'd the raid go tonight, Descendant? Icefire was here and said you guys were doing pretty darn good. Well, they had to have gone better than the last one I watched. The last one I watched was not going well for the home team there, buddy. No, Fendian, there we go.
Energy low.
Of course it is. Space Orc, good to see you back. Let's get a couple of minutes of cockpit cuddle time. Yeah, I'm getting the components out, Agent. I was just throwing them in enough to get built. We got this. It's actually working this time. It was not working before. Oh, now that is a bit of relief. When you get your first battery put together, things get better. Things get better, fully recharged in 5 hours. That is a dramatic improvement. That's a huge improvement to the world. All right. Now we're going to do our refinery. One to the build planner, and it's already down there, so let's come up here and go, baby, go, baby, go. Let's start moving, getting what we can out of here. We're going to want a refinery here, because we absolutely want our basic refinery to connect to our basic assembler. Again, I'm not shy about telling you I'm the worst when it comes to rotation. Seriously, I could run classes. Oh, don't do this, Fend. Come on, buddy. Wait until you get all your parts out first. No, I ran out of iron. I ran out of iron. Mining ship, go. All I've got in here is a survival kit, but you know what? I can make that work. Didn't I already GPS this? I feel like I already GPSed this. Base beta? No, I did not. /GPS base beta. And let's go change the color on that so we can find it easier. And O is visible. Thank you. Now let's go grab some generic rock. Let our survival kit make some generic iron. I've already found uranium, guys. Believe it or not, I've found uranium. I've not yet found iron. This is the second playthrough in a row where I found uranium before I found iron. That's the kind of day I have. But if I don't do something reasonably quickly here, it won't matter what I find or don't find. Because this little ship, my mining ship, is going to run out of juice. I'm down to 10 hours in idle. Let's turn the beacon back off. Let's turn the ore detector off for now. Let's turn the lights off for now. Let's turn the antenna off for now. That got us back up to 12 hours. But until I can get a connector and pull some charge off that battery we just built and those solars, I am on a budget here. You have a very limited amount of power to work with. Base starts, you either find what you need or you way too fast. That was bad. Dampeners did not dampen as quickly as I'd hoped. This is my first night in this new pod. I'm playing with a mod I've never played before. Exploration Enhancement mod or something like that. Yes, absolutely. That's actually Kaikas, you nailed it. If you see what I was trying to build up here, where'd it go? Right over there. Yeah, right there on this hill. Right? That is about what I've felt like in the last couple of playthroughs. I've got more iron in me than they have. Alright, so what I was going to do here, Akaikas, come on. Dampeners, would you please dampen? Just for fun. Build this base, get it up with enough power to play, to start, and then I was going to just shove a drill off the side straight down, and pull up iron to feed into a survival kit. And from there, you know the rest. And then into a basic refinery, blah, 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 blah. You know that song. Everybody who plays this game knows that song. So I've got some rocks. Let's see what I can do from there. We've processed all our stone. What did that give us in iron? 6,000. All right. We got 6,000 iron on us. Here we go. You know what? While we're flying towards it, let's point our solar to the... I slammed a solar onto the top of this thing. Out of sheer desperation. Let's make sure I can see the base approaching. I put solar on here out of sheer desperation to extend the amount of... Right? You don't know. Look at that. She might lean a little to one side, but she'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's rigged to take those left-hand corners easier. Ah! Please don't let me run into it. I don't think I'm going to. Not getting enough wind, Pop-Tart? I think that's the problem. Whoa, the gyros are more than adequate on this build. Sun looks like it's basically completely directly overhead right now, so... Get that basic refinery up, and then I've got 19,000 nickel already in the miner here that we can throw into the basic refinery and start producing some nickel. Alright, don't do a style the bright thing. There it is. Big bright thing in sky, her dog's eyes. Dog's sad. Alright, let's get out of here, run down here. Iron, who's got the iron? Yes, I'm running with maxed out everything in terms of space and speed and everything. Largely because streaming. And boy, Space Invaders, no matter how fun it is when you're playing with everything unrealistic, it ain't fun to watch for people watching a streamer. Hey, I'll be right back in 45 minutes when I get done making some metal plates. You know what I mean? Alright, production finished. Okay, all components withdrawn. Let's put a basic refinery right there. Hashtag winning. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. I'm loving it. We will celebrate by expanding our base. Whoops. Not like that. I can't put one there because that's where the control panel is. I get it. There we go. Look at that. We are luxurious now. Look at all that room. Look at the square footage there. We're a good-sized cottage we are now. I'm going to have to put in the solar tracking script. It is not yet another 9x9, no. It is currently a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by like 5 or 6? 6. 6x6. Dolan does love a 9x9 though, so let's at least consider the alternative. Now it's a 7x7. Now it's an 8x8. Need to move the ship just a little bit. Aww. Come on. Now it should be a 9x9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9? Sure looks like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's 9. Dolan, you have your 9x9. There you go, buddy. Dolan is our resident, as the three idiots from Top Gear put it, petrol head. And yes, we have to have 9x9s. From our time in Minecraft, we live with the 9x9 around here. All right. Because Direwolf is the great teacher of Minecraft, and he taught us that 9x9s were fantastic. I would, but frankly, I don't know for sure you've graduated yet, so I don't know that you're gonna be engineer yet. You know what? I don't have a solar tracking script, but you know what I do have? Then you're not an engineer yet, are you? I don't have his solar tracking script, but I've got the ability to grind down and remove my solars. See? See? 4 power, 2 power. We're gonna grind us some solars. Look, until I can do better, moving things around manually may be literally the best thing I can do. Hashtag winning. There we go. Just gonna be flush with power now. All right, let's come down in here. I know I don't want to do this, but let's do. Give me that stone. Give me as much nickel as I can carry in one load. Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong, Dripta. Absolutely. That's gonna be a thing we do. I've never done a rotored solar build before, but that is absolutely gonna be a thing we do. Whoops. Not build planner, Fendian. Come on. Buddy. Try to be 10% less stupid. On your good days, at least. Alright. So we are now grinding actual nickel. Not stone. Nickel. Alright. I still need to find iron, though. That ain't no joke. I need to find some iron. I am desperate to find some iron. $16 hours to recharge. But we are going to recharge even with the refinery running. I can't hate that. Not based on what I have so far. So here was my theory, Dripta and Akaikas. I was trying to figure out how to bootstrap myself. I was gonna do put a rotor. Alright, let's repair our drill here. And that drill's fine. Alright. Yeah, this came, I think this came with the, what is it, exploration enhancement mod or whatever it is, Oakstrapped? I've never seen this or a couple of the other, respawn pods. I really do like it. I love these displays in the front. I love, in fact, look, the design is brilliant. Outside the cockpit, he put LCDs outside the cockpit but visible from in. Genius. I would never have thought of that. I'm just not that clever. I mean, I probably would have thought about it one day, but not like this. And he's got scripts put on, so look, you can see what's in your ore summary on the right panel. And then the left panel actually breaks down your power, input, output, everything. It's an amazing little, and I've ground some of it off already, guys. The, hey, grind down your ship and don't worry, all will be well. Yeah, I've already started that process. There is less of this ship than there was when we logged in. You know what? It looks like that upper one is maybe closer. Boy, they're about a tie from what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, heck with it. We'll just go to this one first. Aim in between both and miss them both, you know? Gotta go commit to one and figure it out. So somebody tell me some good news. How did coaxial stream go tonight? What'd you guys get done over there that I haven't even thought of doing yet? PvP or just not a great night of piloting, Drifta? Because I've had both. I've had ships lost to enemy fire, and I've had ships lost to... Fendian was a little drunker than he thought, and he brought it in hot. Alright, let's turn our ore detector back on. There's some ice. Nice! You guys playing on a server? Nice. I'm playing, I've got a multiplayer going with Jethro Who on Sundays. No. Iron! We found iron. How can I possibly be Rick Sanchez? I'm the dumbest person in the world, not the smartest, but... Or I'm a whole lot closer. Ice fire. Be good, darling. I hope you had a good day. Hopefully the kids are treating you better these days at the school. Be well. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming over. Descendant bringing over the nice people again. We have iron. I don't even care, man. We're going to completely burn through this rock. I've already found 2 other ice asteroids. I found ice, 2 ice and a uranium before I found iron. This game is trying to give me agita. Oh, that's even looking like it's a good-sized iron node, because straight in here was the first sensor read on it. That's got to be a good-sized chunk of iron, too. That is good news. This shouldn't be one of those tiny, tiny little, hey, here's 5,000 iron, now screw you, go away. Hopefully it's not one of those anyway. I don't think it is, based on what we saw in sensor readings. I've had to drill out my last couple of ships by hand. So, yeah. I'm doing a little bit of extra clearance work that I probably don't have to do. But I'm getting a little tired drilling them out by hand when I get them stuck in one of these mining tubes. And red rocks. Red rum. Red rum. Not bad, not bad. I like the idea. Oh, absolutely, it will. But right now, I just want clean iron. I'm going to get stone here, if you look. These drill bits aren't going to get just, but I didn't want to mine all the stone. I can get stone all day long. I wanted to get in here to pure iron, because starting a brand new base, I am going to burn through a shocking amount of iron. Much more efficient if what you want is iron. And I have gotten, I bet it's the gear. All these respawn pods that I start out in always have the gear set to auto lock, and I always, the first time I get mining good, I always end up. Alright, let's get going that there direction. Let's turn our lights back on. Nope, not helping with the camera. Backup cameras for the win, right? If you're going slow enough, most of those sparks and stuff won't kill you. Alright, so we're going to make a marker here, /GPS asteroid iron. Back to base. Not alpha, beta. There we go. Yeah, I've been grinding stone itself, Agent. I've done several loads of stone, both through the survival kit and through the, well, now through the refinery. But getting straight iron is a far more power efficient way for me to build the initial bits of the base. You know, things that'll get me to, like, pressurized air. You know, things like that. I'm going to need iron in quantities that keeping that stone and just making trips back and forth would be too much. I'd be running back and forth a lot. This was like a 30,000 kilo respawn ship, 25,000, something like that, when it's empty. So having her at 117,000 kilos right now is a lot. Yeah, dampener's on, and as you'll notice, my speed is not exactly plummeting. And you see right now, dampener's on. I have 1 hour of power left in this ship, so I've only got so long before this becomes far more critical. And that means I'm going to need a connector and stuff built most quick. "35 minutes of power left in the ship right now." Let's turn that off. Let's turn those off. I mean, I'm down to managing what's turned on and off to try and extend my power as much as I can here. Manual juggling for the win. We're absolutely going to go grind down that unknown signal. Whatever it is, it's better than what we got, and we can use it. Good news is we should have a lot of nickel ground down by the time we get back here. Absolutely. I could rip these off and go to hydrogen power. That's a thing. And if I need to, I will. But if I can stay on electric, since I've already found uranium, if I can stay on ions, there is a benefit to that. Because with running ions, you can't run out of fuel as long as you don't run out of electricity. As long as you got solars, and we've got a good solar mod. I put a good solar mod in. So with a good solars mod and the ability to run your engines off nothing but did that go? Nope. To run your engines off nothing but electricity, good solar mod, and already found uranium. I don't want to change to only hydro if I can help it. If I can get this base up and functional before that becomes a crisis, I don't want to make that switch. Come on, Finn, buddy. There you go. All right, so what's that look like? Well, we're getting, we've got 2.25 thousand nickel already. That'll keep us going for a little while. We're over 10,000 iron. We're making progress, believe it or not. Progress. All right, so next critical path step. Let's get storage and a connector. We can't get storage without cobalt. I'm pretty sure I found cobalt. I did. All right, base alpha, you can just hide for now, please. Everybody can hide for right now. We're gonna need silver. We're gonna need silicon, we're gonna need uranium. But right now what we need is cobalt. Oh, wait, we were going to run grab that signal, that unknown signal real quick. Oh, absolutely, bud. Control click will get you 10. Shift click will get you 100. Shift control click will get you 1,000 into your build here, or into your assembly. So control is 10, shift is 100, control shift is 10 times 100. So you could do control click 6 times to get 60. Oh, you're gonna make mistakes. Dampeners on auto, we're okay. Yep, control, and then 1,000 is actually my favorite. Glad I could be helpful. It's not often that I can help somebody out, bud. Oh, my first ever terracotta suit. I've never had that one. Thank you guys for being here. Plainly, your good luck. I've never gotten a terracotta suit before. So now it's going to come down to Fendian, please stop begging them to not go because you're getting new things you've never had. Easy killer. The very first unknown signal we went to, guys, had the enhanced grinder in it. So we got a better grinder right off the bat, which makes going out and cleaning these up so much more pleasant. Parachute. All right, battery. Parachute. Sooner or later, we're going to want to go to a planet, so save that canvas. Okay, back to base, grab our ship, and let's go get some cobalt so we can build some storage. Once we can build some storage, we can start building some conveyors. Once we can build some conveyors, we can build some connectors. Once we can build some connectors, we can connect the ship up to the base and start to recharge. Hey, Electrified. Willkommen. How are you doing? Love some Kerbal. Yes, this is very much like a Child of the Two. Enough to make you really happy if you like those, and really sad if you don't. So now we got. See how I parked it? I parked it on purpose to get that solar getting what power it could. And now we have got to go get some cobalt. Forward! 36,000 kilograms right now. She still accelerates like a pig who's fond of being where she is and doesn't want to go somewhere else. Like a pig who doesn't want to go leave the barn, you know? Alright. We have accelerated. Let's point our solar back at the sun. There we go. I put an LCD bumper sticker on the back of the absolute disaster I'm flying in our multiplayer yesterday. It's in yesterday's stream, video on demand, still available. Thank you very much, or over on YouTube. But put a bumper sticker on the back of it yesterday that exactly describes my flying style. Isaac Newton is my Sir Isaac is my co-pilot. Once I get pointed where I want to go, I am all about turning and facing solars to sun and everything else I can possibly do. Dolan, I see what you did there, buddy. Thank you. You absolutely do not. I wouldn't say it's 100% Newtonian physics, but I am flying in one direction and facing in another as we speak. Where is my darn green? There it is. See, this is where I'm aiming right here. But this is getting my solars not enough light from that sun over there. So I'm going to face it, and I'm going to rotate. And I'm going to watch that. You see on the bottom edge of the solar, the one closest to me on the screen? That solar has 4 green dots. That means it's getting good solar power light. All right, let's turn our dampener. Oh my God, how many motors did he... How many ions did he put on this thing? Oh my God. No wonder I'm running out of power like it's going through a sieve. How many ions are on this thing? Oh my God. Seriously? Those are all ion thrusters. No wonder I'm out of power in seconds. Wow. You know how many he put on? Enough. And then he put on some more. And then he forgot he'd done it and came back and put on some more. Right? I lawn darted a machine yesterday in the stream, electrified. Tried to take off from Mars. I was so cocky, I was like, I got this. Got within 7 meters per second of getting out of Mars gravity. Did not get out of Mars gravity. Could not arrest my reapproach speed. And, well, that did it for that. So, next Sunday, when Jethro Who and I go back there, it will very much be a matter of... okay, there's the nickel, there's some cobalt. All right. It's going to very much be a matter of... I do not want to drill through 200 meters. Whoa, Electrified, thanks for the follow, bud. Super nice of you, thank you. I have to go back to my what I'm calling my mothership. It's actually just the world's ugliest respawn pod that I've just kept growing things out of. 130 meters. You know what? Here, if I get out of this ship, that is straight down to it. Let's get my drill out. If I fly around to the other side of this 130 meters. Oh, I was hoping that was an in. Where is that? Where's the pod? So it's somewhere between like here and there. It's in this ecliptic somewhere. If I had my tier 3 hand miner, I bet I could find it. Ooh, wow. Dropping some frames there. There! Wait. Victory. Victory could be ours. Victory could be ours. Where's the cobalt? It can't... It was within 130 meters of the respawn pod from here. You know what? We're gonna do this. There's the cobalt. Oh, I am loving that. All right, respawn pod is over there. All right, let's grab enough. Let's hand. I hate doing this, but let's hand mine a little cobalt. Because we need enough cobalt to start some storage. By the way, guys, if you do not know this trick, hold down your F key while mining by hand, and you'll pick up not necessarily all of the rock that gets mined out, but you'll get some of it. It's Space Engineers 101, but if we've got somebody like Electrified who's just looking to join, that is a trick that will save you a lot of annoyance. Devil's Ambition, thank you so much. Alright, let's get out, back to the ship. You know what? Hang on. Before we do anything too stupid, where'd that go? We were just there. There we go. Let's go... asteroid actual cobalt. That'll get me as close to it as I can get. What I'm gonna do, because, I'm Fendian and I make mistakes for a living, we're gonna mine this. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go /GPS temp approach. Spawn pod, respawn pod. Who's got the respawn pod? There it is. Hi. Could not care less about the nickel. Have plenty, thank you. But that cobalt, must get that cobalt. And after that, we do need to go get some silver. Because silver is required for almost everything medical. And you know what? Building a base, I'm going to want a medical room for respawn. Alright. No. Don't get going too darn fast, Finn, buddy, old pal. Alright. We have lights here that are just literally not... That's a spotlight he's got there. Where is it? There it is. Thank you. Okay, there's cobalt. Don't worry. How could this possibly go wrong? What could... Is that ice? No, it's not ice. It would already be... Whoa! We had other cobalt already. We just passed it. Where is it? Right here. Well, I mean, if you insist. All right. Cobalt, mine it. Mine it. Suck it up. Give me cobalt. Any amount of cobalt. And actually, you know what's funny is I'm not even gonna be able to refine this. I don't think so. I don't think cobalt will go in a the ship drills like this will automatically suck up things. So you don't lose nearly as much, and you can mine 100 times faster with these ship drills than you can by hand. And lose less while you're doing it. But I just realized I don't even think those, you know what, we're gonna go now. I've got plenty on me. Okay. Come on, buddy. Where'd you leave your out here, Fend? Oh, that's darker than can be. Yeah, that solar panel is a little bit in the way for trying to mine in. Let's go back to the approach. Oh, that's asteroid. Approach is this way. There we go. That's our way out over here. We got this. We got this. That solar panel's only sticking out a little bit. Can do. What could possibly go wrong, right? You veteran Space Engineers players just heard the phrase, what could possibly go wrong, and nostril to Coke or a beer or whatever it is you're drinking. Because what can go wrong in Space Engineers? Absolutely everything. And it almost certainly will at one point or another. No matter how much you think you have... Oh, don't worry, I've thought this through. At some point, you will go, wow, I didn't think that through at all. No. I do not have an emergency power source. If I run out in there with no light source, I'm driving out blind, or I am right now using. Hang on, let me. Yeah, here I should be on. I should be tethered. Yep. If you look right here, electrified. If you look at the bottom left-hand side of the screen down there, you'll see a helmet, a jetpack, a radio signal, and a light. That light is my suit light. I can turn it on, and I can turn it off. So with my suit light on, even if the ship runs out of light power or electricity to run that spotlight, my chest light on my suit will actually shine out through the cockpit against what I'm mining. Oh, it won't trickle charge. It's not going to charge the battery, and it's going to. My suit has its own energy supply. Right beneath those icons, you can see health, oxygen, energy, and hydrogen. And if your energy runs to 0, or your oxygen runs to 0, well, then you are not combating either the cold. Ship is the bottom right. That is correct. But you are either not combating the cold if you run out of energy, or you are having trouble breathing if you are out of oxygen. Hydrogen is there to use your jetpack outside of the ship and to move around in 0G. Because in 0G, unless your boots are locked to something, you are relying on your jetpack to move around, and your jetpack burns hydrogen as fuel. And yes, I'm calling this my... Absolutely. Happy to, Electrified. I would love to help anybody get interested in this game. I just don't want anybody to think I'm good at it. I've got hundreds of hours in it. I'm not good at it. It finds new and exciting ways to humiliate me constantly. For example, lawn darting a spaceship yesterday. Dolan, shut the hell up. I'm docking half your pay for tonight's mod work. Smart-ass remarks like that will not get... Dolan, I'm kind of shocked you haven't been... you must be out of channel points, because with all these people coming in, I'm surprised you didn't try and blow up my eardrums. That's usually a hobby of Dolan's. That's right. You're only getting half of tonight's 0. Ha 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 ha. I've got things that'll work for 500, don't I? But how do you begin building on small grid scale? Okay. I can show you that. Hang on, let me get back to this. There are smarter ways to do it that Oakscraft than I do. Mine are remarkably bad compared to the way all the smart kids do it, but they work. The smart kids do it better, but Fenion's way at least works. So actually, it only works for sure in 1G. We'll see. There's a couple ways I know. Let's see which one will work. We'll find something that works. And rotate to make the ground flat. Come in on something approaching a plane. I'm almost certain this basic refinery can't do anything at all with cobalt. I think we just got what I need. No, you know what? It will do cobalt. I think uranium and platinum are the only two you absolutely can't do. I don't know. Give me 10 seconds and we'll know for sure. Let the nice Fendian out, please. Thank you. Or let me out if the nice Fendian can't be let out. Alright, let's grab us some cobalt. And see if the basic refinery will take it. If this cobalt will not let me drop it into this line, then we're not doing cobalt. Oh, we're doing cobalt! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're going to have storage. That's huge. That's huge. And very shortly, we should be able to...
Watching a master at work.
There you go, Dolan. What a hero. You know, what are you going to do, man? You get mods this good. It hurts me more than it hurts him to dock half his pay. It hurts me a lot more than it hurts him because he knows what docking half his pay means. Half of zero is still zero. Oh, easy there, killer. Got a little energetic on that approach. All right. Progress made. We now have 32,000 cobalt, 33,000 iron, 1,250 nickel, and 28,000 stone that we are in the midst of breaking down. Yeah, and Akai, I can't or a kick. I'm gonna look at your name for like every time you show up and come up with different ways to pronounce it each and every time. Right. You know what? 1 second. Until I can get my rotors working. We are just going to be the rotor system. Told you I was really bad at rotation. I'm not kidding. I am going to be the rotation system for these solars. All right, new guys. Here's a hint. You see the 81% line there on the right-hand side where I'm building? That 81% line, there's 4 bulletproof glass in red above it. I don't have to have that bulletproof glass to work. Once I am above that red functional line, my device works as if it's perfect. The rest of it is just protection in case of combat or getting bumped into and stuff like that. So those 3 solars are working at maximum efficiency, even though I can't make bulletproof glass yet. Correction, even though I haven't made bulletproof glass yet. So that is a big, don't feel you have to get all the way to the top. Nope, has to be in your inventory, electrified. So here's what we're going to do now. I want to build... How do I want to do this? I want to build a conveyor block. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to go to bar 2. Control 2 changes me to a whole new hotbar at the bottom. And now I'm going to want character tools. And I'm going to want my welder. I'm going to want my good grinder that I found in a unexplored or in a signal, unknown signal, and my drill. And now I'm going to want conveyor and cargo blocks. I'm going to want a small cargo. Now, here's the big trick. When we're talking about small grid or large grid, like I think it was Oaks just a second ago was talking about, you'll hear space engineers talk about small grid versus large grid all the time. This right here is large grid. That is about 2.5 meters per block. Now, that is large grid. That is small grid. So as you can see, the ship is made out of small grid blocks, right? Much tiny block. But if you go down here, big block. This is large grid. This is small grid. Large grid has blocks that are not available to small grid, and large grid has much more expensive blocks than small grid. So when you're building a base, you're building it in large grid. So that's how you know. But first thing I'm going to want to do is let's go back and talk about storage. I'm going to want a small cargo container. I just am. But I want it to be here on the base. It's not for the ship up there, it's for the base. So I'm going to go into G. My G menu is how I configure my bar. I'm going to go back to Control 2 to get to that second toolbar. G to configure what's on that bar. Small cargo container here in the cargo blocks area. And then I'm going to make sure that up here, the lit one is the empty block. That's large block, large grid. This is small grid. I want a large grid, small container. Now I middle click here and you'll see it puts one in my build planner right here. And now if I shift middle click on this refinery, because this assembler is connected to this refinery, it just put all the blocks that I will need for that storage unit into production. As you can see here, it's now making them. And now, if I just highlight over one of the big doors, it can't be a small door. I don't have any small ones, I don't think, right now. Nope. But if I hover over this door and just middle click, it says all components were successfully withdrawn. Now I can come back here, right click on this. Now it's in my build bar. I'll just put it right there in front of it. And voila, we now have storage on the station. Yep, I'm with you. I have not forgotten Oakscraft. Hang on just a second, bud. Let me see. You know what? Let's try it right now. There are ways to do it. We'll find one together. How's that? I'm going to go to landing gear. I'm going to go to my toolbar, hit G. I'm going to pull up my landing gear. I'm going to go small gear. And I'm going to put one of those into my build planner by clicking the middle mouse button. And then while I'm here, I'm going to go to my panel. I want a control panel. This one. And I'm going to left click or middle click on that to put it in my build planner. And then I'm going to come over here, shift middle click to put things into production of all of it, and then click and pull what I already had built, just pull them out. So here's my first thing for you, Oakscraft. Are you ready? Here's my first way I would try this. I would put my gear, small gear, on my toolbar down here, and I would put my small panel down here. I normally do these when I do it, guys. There we go. So like when I put them into my build planner, I would normally put them on my bar. So I'm going to go to landing gear, and I'm going to, you see, this brings up a large landing gear. And when I say large landing gear, that is a large grid landing gear. That is a non-trivial piece of hardware. So I'm going to hit 4. You see, landing gear is on spot number 4 on my bar. I'm going to push 4 again. And now we're talking about little gear. Now I'm going to rotate. And I'm going to try and spin it because I want my... You see the long bar? Talking with my hands. What are you going to do? You see that long shock absorber on the left? That's the front of the landing gear. So now I just want to get this as close to the surface as I can without touching. You know what? I know an easier way to do that. We're going to come over here. jetpack down to where we can see the surface. I want to get this as close as I possibly can without touching. And then I'm going to click. So that's really close, right? That might have already worked. I might be okay there. But without even building it up, I'm not going to weld it up. I'm not going to finish the landing gear. What I'm going to do is come over here and put a control panel on the front. Why can't I place a control panel on the front? What are you doing? Oh, do I have to weld it up? I've never had to before. Okay, I want to be really careful not to bump into this, because if that's not locked down...
Energy low.
Okay, see, perfect. We were close enough. That light was green. As soon as that light's green, I can ram this. I am now building from this. I can build my small grid ship. I can build my small grid ship right there, hanging off large grid. But, Oakscraft, there is another way. Because you have 1G, it's actually even easier. What you do, and it's going to be tougher for me out here. All right, let's do this. Pretend this is your gravity right here. This is your, this little tiny small grid platform. Pretend that's your ground, okay? That's dirt. What I would do then is I would come up and go, you know, you might have to build like this, a little cross. That gives you a little, whoops. That'll give you a little stability. Now you can build up, bring it over. Whoops. All right, and once you've got it up and built over, even though you're close to the ground here, Oaks, get into your hover mode on your suit and turn like this. And then get your gear out and click it to the bottom of one of these blocks. This is 2 blocks. I have 2, hang on. I have 2 small blocks of height here, right? 1 and 2. So there's 2 blocks clearance under, whoops, hang on. Before I freeze to death, let me grab a little energy. All right, that's enough to get us through this. So what you do is, remember, this flat deck here is your ground. Build yourself a little X to hold this up. This whole structure is going to be garbage in 10 seconds. Fly over to the ground. You can fly your face right down into it. Turn, rotate, grab your landing gear off your control. I've got it on control 2-4. And then rotate it to where the long piston is facing the way you want. And hit enter. And you have now built another landing gear right there. And if you've got enough components on you, it will build and lock to the ground. And the second you lock to the ground, you're good. You can move you can build whatever you want up and off that landing gear. Does that help you, Oaks? Glad I could help, bud. Everybody has helped me so much. If I can give back anything at all in terms of, hey, what are some of the ways you've found to do this, you idiot? I'll be happy to do it. And there we go. And short of a couple of components, guys, never hesitate to grind down and start again. Short of a couple, unless you're running certain mods, or if you're in vanilla or mostly vanilla, you can grind down almost everything at 100% return. You won't lose anything. There's a few things you'll lose, like power modules like if you grind down a battery. These power cells. You lose power cells. One of the ways Keen tries to keep us humble. You go grind down a battery and go, gone. You do not need them, electrified, no. You will want them though once you get hooked and once you get into playing this, you will want them. All right, so the next thing I need to do, guys, before we go, we have got to get this thing recharging, or great sadness is going to occur. So for that to dock and charge from the battery, right here, this battery, it needs to have this connector attached to a connector on the station. So, for that to happen, I'm going to need conveyor tubes and a connector. So let's go back to our G menu. I'm going to need to go to the conveyor blocks. Because I built that small cargo container, the rest of these blocks became available. That's this progression menu over here. But because I built these cargo container, now I can build conveyor stuff. And again, this light colored stuff in this case, these are the large grid. The dark colors like these are small grid. And you can see, same spot up in the top right. You've got a small grid icon on this. You've got a small or large grid on this, like so. Hang on. Just grab some Mountain Dew. All right. Internal suit batteries are full. Let's go. So what we need is... Right now, I'm only going to build, like, vertical pieces. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to conveyor. I'm going to want 2 straight pieces. And I'm going to want 1 connector. And I can't build a connector yet. So I go to progression. And I type in connector. Okay, that's a connector right there. So after I build a conveyor tube, I will be able to build a connector. You see how that angled line is there? If you're playing with progression turned on, you have to have built this, then you build one of these, and then it makes these available. So I need... Here, you know what? They're in my build planner. Slap them in there. I'm going to say, put them into production. Pull them out. Whoops. 4 and 4. Build these as much as I can. Okay. Here's a quick... Seriously? Give me more interior plate. Thank you. And now I need more tubes? What is going wrong with you? Give me 10 more just in case. See, I did control click on that and boom, 10. Now, inventory, shift click. There we go. Voila. All right, so quick lesson here. Yellow light. Yellow light means not connected. But now that I've built these, if you come back here, I should be able to build connectors. Yes, I can, in blocks now. So I can put that in my build planner with middle click and then right click to put it on my bar. I'm going to shift middle click there to put it into production. I'm going to watch production until it's done. You see these bigger blocks. When you're working in large grid like this, it takes a lot more plates and components and tubes and motors and computers. All this is going to get me one connector. But connectors are like the most important thing you can have if you're trying to recharge your ship off the base, or if you're trying to move things like all that ore I've been moving by hand into your base automatically without having to do it by hand. Okay, so I've got connector on 5. I'm going to weld it up here. Voila. I now have a connector attached to storage through conveyor tubes. That storage is connected to a refinery. That refinery is connected to an assembler. Now I'm going to come up here, pop into this bad boy. And one of these cameras on my toolbar, that's front, that's rear, that's docking. All right, perfect. So I'm going to line myself up roughly. Okay? So I'm lined up roughly on it. I'm going to lift high enough that I think I'm probably about right. Use my third-party view to make sure I'm not going to ram the damn thing. And now I'm going to switch into that number 9. That's the docking view. See, that's a camera facing straight down. Well, it's actually, you know what? Before I do this, let me look. That camera. Who's that camera? There's that camera. Okay. So what that camera is seeing happens after this has moved forward. So what I want to do is I want that camera to see that light bulb. That'll get me really close. And from there on out, it's just fudge it around a little bit until it works. So the one thing I am going to do before we get here is, oh good, he's already got it set up on control bar 2 here. You'll see he's got the connector on number 4 there. It's set to off. I'm going to click it. Now it's on. Now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get the connector. G key configures the toolbars in here, just like your personal toolbar. Now I'm going to drag the connector down to an open spot of the toolbar, and I'm going to select switch lock. And you'll see right now it says unlocked. That's important. Now which one of these is my down-facing camera? Docking is 3. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just move this bad boy forward. No, I'm actually a little too far. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Lower it, lower it, lower it, lower it. There you go. The second it goes yellow like that and jerks you into place, it's now, you'll see number 9 on the toolbar does not say, it says ready to, and what it means is ready to connect. So you push 9, and that goes green, and now this small grid ship is connected to this large grid base, and my batteries on this ship, these are the M3 batteries right here, have 9 hours suddenly. I'm still not quite power independent yet, but I'm getting a lot better. I can pull power out of those main solars now. I just need to keep moving them. You'll see they're down to 2 instead of 4. The sun's going that way, so I'm going to grind these off and rebuild them again. I don't lose anything when I grind these solars. That's the reason I'm doing it. You know what? I'm going to build them underneath. The sun's below us, and that way it won't get in the way of landing approaches. So I'm going to go solar, rotate badly until we get it ready. Put these in where I want them, and then weld them up. The second these go blue, they're actually ready. There you go. That's... nice, electrified. I think you're going to like it, bud. If you like those games you were talking about, I think you're going to like it. But I will tell you, it'll eat hundreds of hours from you. There's always one more puzzle or one more. Man, that isn't working quite the way I wish it would. And the next thing you know, you look up and it's Tuesday. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this solar, grind it off. Careful not to hit too much of the ship. Going to mount it more visible to the sun. There we go. And now, even while the base is feeding the battery and the battery is feeding power up to the ship's solar panel is more directly facing the sun and helping to charge itself. So we had 9 hours. Look, oh, there we go. The second you see, look in the bottom right, guys. When you see that battery icon, you see the power button, then the weight icon, then the battery icon. The battery icon now has a dash next to it. That means we have infinite amount of time if nothing changes from right now. What it really means is you can go in here, check your control panel, go to your batteries, check your batteries, and they'll be fully recharged in 3 days if nothing changes from this. So you know right there, that ship is now recharging its batteries. Now, that won't be the same as that sun moves and that solar all gets screwed up. But until that, we're going to suck up every free electron we can out of that solar. And now that we have a small cargo container, we can store these med kits and power kits, because those wouldn't go into any of our assemblers and stuff. You see now, these lights that were yellow, they go green when they're connected to something that is able to connect. So even if this ship is not connected, if I break connection on it and lift it up, these lights will stay green because they're connected to an inventory. This is considered an inventory, and the cargo container is considered an inventory. You have no idea, Oakscraft. Man, when we started tonight, I was 99% sure this was going to be the shortest playthrough in history. So we are charging. You know, the other thing is, if you guys don't know, let me show you one more thing, especially for like Electrified, and anybody who hasn't done this before. Okay, so I'm back in the ship. The first thing I'm going to want to do is unlock or turn off that connector. So I'm just going to use 4 on this toolbar, which is the connector icon, and on, turn it to off. Nope. Oh, I'm getting it from the base. I've got power from the base, so the connector's staying on. So now on button number 9 on this bar, you'll see it says locked. Push it says ready to lock. The color changes, and I can lift off. Now you'll notice, just like I said, the tubes stay green. They're ready to work. This light has gone to white because it's no longer connected to anything. Yellow is ready to connect. White is just sitting. Yellow means it's close enough to connect to another connector. And green means you are connected. But let's go show one more cool thing about connectors. Find me a rock. Where's our nearest rock? Right there. Of course it's right there. Turn it around. Let's go get some rock. Turn your dampeners off if you don't need them. Never fly directly at a rock. Always aim off to the side of the rock in case something goes terribly wrong, you can't slow down in time. Turn your dampeners off so that you can then spend 0 electricity traveling. Sir Isaac is your co-pilot. I'm using 0 thrust right now to move up to this rock. An object in motion tends to remain in motion, unless acted upon by an outside force. I put my object in motion, and now I will have to spend... I've used energy to speed my object, my respawn pod here, speed it up towards this rock. Then I need to use energy to slow that motion, but I don't need to use any energy in between. Okay, so let's just grab some rock. This is just a proof of concept. I want to show you something. Slow down, darling. Slow down, darling. There you go. All right, let's grab... We're 35,000 kilos right now. You can see that just below the power button on the right-hand side where the ship information is. Yes, sir. Unfortunately, not in space so much because there really isn't. Hang on. Yes, prograde and retrograde would be forward and advance in your current line of movement. You can see those on the left-hand side over by the health, oxygen, energy, and hydrogen. There's that meter per second and the dampeners on or dampeners off. That is your velocity. Over on the right-hand side, past number 0 on my toolbar, you'll see A gravity, P gravity, and what looks like a really dumb circle or a really badly illustrated Death Star, right? So, the one on the right is ultra super valuable in atmosphere. That's your artificial horizon. Ooh. Yes. The one on the right, the globe, is your artificial horizon there. And now you see the cross. As soon as I gained enough speed, the cross appears in the artificial horizon, and you'll see my meters per second over on the left-hand side. As soon as my speed goes down too low, you lose the cross in the artificial horizon indicator, and 0 meters. Now, when you are in, the second you hit atmosphere, or not atmosphere, sorry, the second you enter a gravity well, your artificial horizon will kick. No matter whether you have hovering, 0 velocity in any direction. Your artificial horizon will be functioning at all times because you're in a gravity well. Out here in 0G, there's no way to determine what direction is up. Up doesn't mean anything out here. And if I look down, by the way, guys, you can look around in your cockpit. Hold down Alt and just move your mouse. See? Looky, looky. Looky around. But you can see down here, I've got working, those are working displays, guys. That's time of day on the right. That is also a artificial horizon in the center. And then that's hydrogen and energy in the left-hand panel. Whoa! Somebody got talking and forgot to turn on the dampeners. We're going to do a flyby. But now you see, you just got a beautiful example of why I don't aim at the base. Bare minimum, Oakscraft, either a battery or a hydrogen engine. You need a power source. At least one gyrocraft, or gyroscope, excuse me. And some kind of a cockpit block. Other than that, you're off to the races. You need some kind of power to your wheels. You need a gyroscope. And you need some kind of a cockpit block. If you have those things and wheels, you will move. All right. So here's this trick. Let's not run it as. All right. You know what? Let's rotate to where this is more easily understood. All right. There's our dock. There's our connector. So I'm going to come down into the same plane my connector's in. Yeah. And it does not matter what angle I approach this circle from. I went from there to there last time. I'll go from there to there this time. Doesn't matter to me. I'm pretty much lined up this direction. I'm still nose down a lot. Let's level that out some. Forward. I want to keep an eye on where my connector is. It's right by that gear. The rear gear there. Get it close, get it close, get it close. I'm going to turn mine back on now. Button 4. I'm going to make sure I'm lined up close enough in 3 directions. I want all my axes to be reasonably close. Close enough. Now just approach slowly until it turns yellow, and then we're going to use the button on 9 from unlocked to locked. Like that, goes to yellow. Tap that 9, goes to green. Now if you go to your inventory, filter to ship. There's my stone. Now instead of having to get out and move that stone by myself 10,000 units at a time like I was last time, I can say refinery over here, grab this stone and move it over here in one pass. That's now full. So now I can type cargo, and I can take this cargo, drag it from the M3, the minor 3 cargo container, into the small cargo container on the base. You see it's a different color. That means it's a different grid. Drag it in there, and I don't have to get out of my ship at all to move all that cargo into the base. Yeah? The other thing is, if you are, and here's the trick here. If you want to process stone, stone will not auto process. Every other ore, let's go back to the refinery. Every other ore will be pulled into this refinery and processed. Stone will not. The way you get stone to process is you go to production, you find your gravel. Here's gravel. What? What are you talking about? Oh, never mind. It will process on the basic refinery. It will process. On the survival kit, it will not process. So if I bring some of that back up, hang on. This is the other thing. While I'm connected, I can say cargo, and I can say cargo. I can bring, let's bring 5,000 of this stone up into, I just pulled it off the base back into the ship I'm in. Now I can go to production here, switch to my survival kit, and you see right here, it just says ingots. Was that available? Is that available on the basic assembler? Ingots? Nope. But okay, so when you spawn in, when you start in a respawn pod, you'll have a survival kit. You're going to fill up your hold with stone, even if you're hand mining it, but it's never going to produce down into materials unless, while you're on your survival kit, you do like shift control and then a couple of clicks here and get thousands of these ingots set and running. And then your survival kit will pull stone in, process it, and give you nickel, iron, and silicon. If you do not do this step, You can fill your ship or your survival pod with stone. It will never break it down into materials you can use. Nickel, silicon, iron, and gravel. You have to do this step. And if this runs out, if this gets down to 0, you can still have all the stone in the world you want. It won't process it. You're gonna have to come back in and shift control, put another couple thousand in there, and that's that. Let's go get that last unknown signal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, off we go. Again, I'm not flying directly at it, I'm flying near it. And then once I hit 110 meters per second, I stop thrusting forward because my dampeners are off. I get close, I turn my dampeners on, I fly closer, and some of these will fly away from you. So here's a really pro tip. If you ever want your speed and velocity to stay locked to the object you're looking at, get close enough and then hit Control Z, and you'll see that down in the bottom left of my screen where the dampeners is, it says dampeners are auto. That means my suit's movement is now locked to the movement of that item. If it tries to fly away, I will automatically fly away with it. I'll stay exactly in this relation to it, but I can still fly around. So if this had gone flying off right now, I'd be following it and I'd never even know. Other than I'd see things move, maybe. Whoops, sorry. Back to character inventory. Move things over. Grind things off. Whoops. Oh, before I do that, let's check our unknown signal button. Hey, we got a badger grinder. Nice. And now we're just going to grind this bad boy up. I'm careful enough. Let's see, this is parachute hatch, so I want that canvas. And that's inventory. I already cleared that. That's a small container. Small grid small. Now I'm just going to grind this up because this is all free resources. I ain't leaving it here. You out your mind, you think I'm leaving this here. When the world gives me free stuff, I take it. Now, dampeners off, reaccelerate to 110. Not aimed at the base, but near it. Then hands off and let her ride. And dampeners on. I know that's the bottom because of where I have my panels and my battery is on the bottom. So I'm going to come over here. And voila. Now, right now, I do not have a medical bay. We will be making that quite possibly tomorrow night. We will be looking at pressurization and a medical bay. So in the meantime, this ship can provide me with oxygen, hydrogen, and energy. Phelan, you have... Obviously, you've played before, because it will give you bullets at high velocity, and you will splatter. This game's version of Gatling guns, believe it or not, guys, is 184 millimeter Gatling guns. That's bigger than 155 millimeter artillery shells that the United States Army uses quite regularly. Fired at Gatling cannon speeds. When one of those hits you, a ship-fired Gatling like that, you will splatter like a bug on a windshield. So, I do want to thank all you guys for coming out tonight. Thanks so much to all the people who followed. Coax, thank you so much for the raid, bud. Thank you so much for the host. Amazing. And guys, if you will hold on for a second, I'm going to look for another streamer to send you to. Hang on just a minute. Thanks, Electrified. Hang on. Let's see what I can find. for you guys to watch. Let's see if anybody... None of my regular buddies are up and running right now. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find in Space Engineers. All right. Let's pop in on... You know what? Here's somebody playing... Oh, looks like he's got a nice build going here. Let's go see... No, that's in French, sorry. Most of us are speaking English. Let's go see Lope Dizzle. All right, here we go. We're going to go to Lope Dizzle. Playing Space Engineers. Say hi when you get there, guys. Let him know let him know he's just like I got that lovely raid from Coax. Time to go show some love. See you guys. Thanks for coming out tonight. Hope to see you again. Here we go.
Like any place that sells deer and fucking.
Yeah, mine's a lot tankier than yours. Mine's gonna be fucking bulky as hell.
Yeah, mine's gonna be more efficient.